Hello and welcome to my channel. So you know what, I'm going to make this my last video because I'd actually done the other ones and they turned out so badly that I'm not even going to attempt to put them up. I proper made loads of bad mistakes. And yeah, I'd like to show people my mistakes, but this one's too embarrassing, I won't have it. Anyway, so this is my last nail and it's going to be Oz. So I make a mistake here, but I do correct it and I'll leave it in. Like my little minor mistakes, I'll leave it in, but when it's a great big whopper, you're not going to get to see that one. So what I did was I got a tip, another white tip, and what I did was I just buffed it to make it matte, because it's better to draw on a matte surface than it is on a shiny surface. So what I wrote was Oz, and then I've done a rough outline of the tornado in the background. See, I've made mistakes and I was trying to clear it up, because if you just get a dry brush and you should be able to brush it away, and it's just getting on my nerves, making too much mess. So I think I'll clean this bit off and I'll start again. Yeah, if you draw on a tip with a pencil and you clean it off with a bit of rubbing alcohol, it just takes it off. You don't have to use a rubber or a buffer, whatever. You can just use some rubbing alcohol and it just takes off the pencil mark. So, but I weren't happy with this. I was like, ugh. So I thought, let me clean it up, start again. And I'm using my same palette that I had before. And I wrote it again, and I just done it again. But you know what? I really need to get myself a new Natalie brush. But I missed out on the last lot that came in store. So I'm proper gutted about that, because to be honest with you, I've had this brush for since she first had them out, so I think it might be 2 years, and I dropped it and bent the tip. Oh God, I was dying, it just died. But I've managed to rescue it, and I mean, I love this brush, I absolutely love it, but I need a new one. So what I do is, I do the letters. Once I'm happy with, I try and do them as thin as possible and try and keep them within a reasonable shape. And once I'm happy with them, I'll bake them under my LED light for 30 seconds. So I wasn't happy with that 0. So what I did was I made the Z, baked it, and then I done the 0. Because I thought, at least if I make a mistake, it's only the 0 I'm rubbing out and not the Z as well. So if you're confident, you can do your whole artwork. But if you're not, you can always just do a bit at a time and just flash cure it. Don't fully bake it. Just flash cure it, 10-15 seconds, and then carry on with your artwork. And you can carry on doing it that way, it's not a problem. Yeah, what I did was I just done a little offline going inside the 0, inside the O. So now I'm getting the grey, because now I'm going to do my tornado. This has been baked. This has 30 seconds now. I've baked them both for 30 seconds. So now I'm just trying to mix the greys to get the right sort of grey in it. So at first I thought, let me paint it, and then I thought, you know what, just do it. So I just filled it out, just like scribbled lines, just got a basic outside, like a basic shape. And then what I did was, I just painted the basic shape that I wanted, and then I just filled it in. So I just got my brush. Oh, I've got to do the tail for the twister. I got my brush and I just filled out and I just flicked it in one direction, as it looks like it's twisting in that way. You'll see as I'm doing it what I'm doing. So I'm just like, I put on a bit of dark grey and then I just flicked it over, and that's what I did with the whole entire tornado. I just flicked it, literally going in one direction, added a few different colours, like a little bit of a lighter grey, a bit more dark grey. But I just flicked it in going in one direction, because you want to give it the illusion that it's twisted in one way, yeah? You can't do like backwards and forwards, because it's going to look odd. Well, I think it will anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm quite happy with that little bit of artwork I've done there. I mean, it could be better, but I quite like it. I'm really happy with it, to be honest with you. When I look at it in life, like actually see it, it looks alright. I'm pleased with it. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend doing? I worked today, which was Friday. I shall not be working Saturday, but Sunday I shall be opening. So that's an early day for me. See, so now I've got some white, just to get a little bit lighter grey. And I think I might add a little bit of black, I'm not sure. I did go over the letters with the grey, but not intentionally, it was accidental, but it wasn't a problem because once I finished, I just went back over that again with the black just to outline it a bit because I wanted the Oz to look like it was sitting in front of the tornado and not in the tornado. Yeah, you know what? I really enjoy doing this. It's so therapeutic because, like, some people probably think it's like, what's the matter with you? But look, you can see my two brushes. My first one is my Natalie Muggeridge brush, and then my second one is my nail Kumi brush. I've got their really fine art brush because now I'm going to paint the house. And I dipped my tip of my brush in it, but it made a ball of paint, and it was driving like a bit of gel. It was driving me nuts. I mean, this house is tiny, but yeah. So I just sort of done a basic outline of the house, added a little bit on the edge of the house, and then I just sort of like coloured it in a bit, like washed the colour a bit. Just, yeah, coloured it in and made it sort of look housey. So it looks like it was actually coming out of the chimney or the top of the house if you think about it. But yeah, I love doing nail art. I could sit here, do you know what? If I could make literally millions out of it and not have to go out of work, I'll be happy. Just sit here and do nail art. Order more glitter bell stuff because I absolutely love glitter bell stuff. I'd get the strongest vacuum extractor I could possibly ever get and sit here and do nails. I'd love to be able to just do acrylic nails while my husband's in, but I can't. And then I do these at night time in the evening, whatever. Oh, sorry. It's tired. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm doing a voiceover. Yeah, I'd love to be able to sit and do like acrylic nails, but I just can't do them all the time. And I've got things I really need to accomplish by August. I signed up for a course and I had a year to do it, and I've done the first 2 modules, and I've just got 1 module, actually 2 items out of 1 module, and then my last complete module to finish, and I just haven't got around to doing it. So I am mixing the grey. Why am I mixing the grey? So after I've done the house, I'll bake it. Right, yeah, I was mixing the grey, that was it. I was just testing it out because I wanted it really watered down, the grey. You'll see why in a minute. And then I've also watered down the brown as well for the house. Don't know what that is. Got a computer going ping in the background. So what I do is I really water down the grey as well and the brown because I want it to be a bit like a sandstorm effect in the distance of the house. So I'm hoping you might be able to see what I'm doing. You can see I'm mixing paint, but you can't see what I'm actually doing with the paint I mixed. Oh, you might see. So it's quite watered down, and I'm just dabbing it around the house. And then what I do is I just clean off the rest of the brush on my paper towel, and I sort of blend that sand colour up into the sky. And then what I do is I just do the same with the grey. I just do a little bit of grey, not as dark as the cloud, as the sky, as the tornado even, but just dark enough, and then I blend that down into the sand. Because it's dry, right? That's the whole idea. It's dry. And yeah, you know what? I really am chuffed with this nail. Do you know what I mean? I really do enjoy doing this, and I really am pleased with it. So once I've finished adding the grey, I tried to add a little bit more lines, but it just weren't happening. So now I put a bit of base coat on. Oh, you didn't see what I did. Can you see what I did? I can't see it. No. So, after I base coated it, bake that for 30 seconds, sorry, hit my microphone. And then I top coated it with a matte top coat because I wanted it to look dry. I baked that for 30 seconds in my LED light, and then, can you see the 2 little red dots? Can you see the 2 little red dots? They're supposed to be the witch's shoes. She got pulled up in a tornado. I think, you know what, I couldn't remember. I actually was looking at images, and then I saw the witch under the house. I'm like, yes, I'm going to put the red shoes in the tornado. So that's what I did, and this is it. my Oz finger now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, bell. See you later. Bye.